Hi everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. My name is David Fireman and today I will be talking to you about my first ET contact, or how I like to say now, my first experience with high dimensional beings. Are you ready? Yeah! So they kept on saying a few more things. They said, the time is coming when everybody will know about our reality. Many universal laws will be understood. Human consciousness is going to expand. But of course, it's not going to be very pleasant because of the resistance. There will be chaos, there will be anger and danger. But help will always be there. They said the shift in human consciousness has already taken place. And now, it is the time to choose what to create for yourself as you start to master all the dimensions of creation. But remember, it requires responsibility. I remember when they said, David, sometimes when we appear to people in our light bodies, people kneel and they're like, oh, and we say, stand up, brother. Don't do this. We don't want to be adored. We are like you. We just come with a message. So many people who do not like terms such as aliens or high dimensional beings or extraterrestrials, these people, they like angels or deities, some other words that they can relate to because of their religion, and this is totally fine. These star people, they are not concerned with labels. They do not care how you name them because they are not the names, they know what they are. But it's true that many people think they're angels. I'm not saying that they're not angels, okay? Because they are. I'm just saying that they have this energy around them, this light around them, this presence around them. Something else happened. The UFO started moving towards me, and it was really near me. And I was just, at this point, I wasn't like looking over there. At this point, I was looking up, talking to my friend on the phone. And I said, Juninho, I am going to wave, and I just want to see what's going to happen. Something extraordinary happened. I had my first quantum experience ever. I experienced a phenomenon that people call bilocation. I was at two places at the same time. I was also there, looking at myself, waving at myself, with my friends beside me, watching, looking down. How's that? You know, I'm a kind of guy that I never remember what I wear, what kind of clothes I wear, because I don't really care. But that day, I will never forget, because I looked at myself, and I saw I was wearing these brown shorts, this white t-shirt. I was on the phone, and I was like that, waving at myself. And from the perspective of the high dimensional beings, with my collective next to me, we looked through some kind of glass. I did not see the faces, I just felt them with me. I just could see some kind of shoulders, you know, like we were a group. At the same time that happened, from the human perspective, the UFO double-sized, just like this. Shing! Okay, so that happened in like a second. But to me, it felt like more minutes. I don't know how to explain that. But I was up there for a while. And they said, now it is time for us to go, but we're going to be in contact. And it started moving in the sky, going away. And to my friend Juninho, when it happened, I was like, oh Juninho, they're double-sized. And then suddenly I just fell. When my consciousness was brought back to my body, I fell on my knees. It was like my body was not there for a while. And I fell. I didn't hurt myself, okay? I just fell, boom, and then I got the cell phone. I'm like, oh Juninho, I fell. And they're going away, they're leaving. And I was running after them. And as I ran, I saw two other people, they were passing by near the parking lot. I just screamed, look up guys, look up. And one of them was a guy, I think he was in his 40s, and he looked up and he put his hand on his heart. I was like, wow, what's this? Because it was really near, you know, really close to us. And the other was a girl, poor girl. I think she was like 13 years old. She stepped back, she's like, this is a plane. And he was like, no, this is not a plane, this is a UFO. And I'm like, I'm still with Juninho, and they stopped and they said, farewell, it was a pleasure connecting with you. We're going to be back very soon. Stay well, stay with the light, and I'll see you soon. So what happened next was disappeared. So after that, I hung up the phone. I went upstairs to my place. And this is funny. I sat my father, my mother, and my brother on the sofa. I told them everything that happened. I was shaking. They could see me. Something different had happened. My mom is a psychologist. My father, he's got this rational mind, very scientific mind. And my brother is a little bit like me. So after I told them everything that happened, and I did not spare any details, my father's like, okay, so you've had some kind of visions. It's in your mind. What you saw was a satellite. I love my father. My mother was very careful with her words, you know. And she's like, okay, my son, I can see this experience has changed you. I can see it has touched you deeply. So let us wait a few more months to see what's going to happen. Let us wait how you're going to react about it after a while. Very wise. And my brother was like, oh my God, tell me more, what happened, what did I say? He wanted to know all the details, and I told him again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and I was just talking about it because, oh, there's something else. They told me not to tell everybody at the time. So I couldn't just go around telling people, but I did tell my wife. I told her through the phone, and then we met, and I told again, and I said again, and then to my close friends, how could I hide something like this, guys? And I was just telling like my close friends, and they could feel something happened to me, you know, and I was not making that up. So I remember, even though I was home, our connection was still very strong. This is Ahu, guys. Look. Hello. Look. Okay. Okay, Google. Okay. And they said, David, we're gonna talk to you again very soon. But there, very soon, to me was 7 years. So in my next video, I want to talk to you about this process of 7 years. Because still, I was getting information, I was getting the messages, but in a different way. It wasn't like I could hear them and the voices anymore. It was different. But still, every month I was getting messages and I was recording the messages. And I was doing some spiritual practices, and I was trying to improve myself, to develop myself, to grow in knowledge. I was reading books. So I want to share some of the things that I wrote and some of the books that I read that maybe is going to be very helpful for you if you are on this path. And if you are somebody who has had any experience like that, and maybe you haven't integrated or accepted the whole thing yet. Look, you don't have to share, but you must accept it and share it to yourself. People talk about disclosure. Oh, when are the aliens coming? Guys, disclosure happens firstly to yourself. So you unveil yourself and everything else is unveiled before you. It's not the other way. You cannot go out there and try to find and to know things out there. It is about yourself. So you know when you go into yourself. So do the work, guys. Do the work. Close your eyes, open your heart, be kind to yourself, be humble. Be humble because there are many things that we don't know. And we need to know, and that is why I'm sharing, because I also want to know more. I also want to receive more. But what I know, the little that I know, I think you deserve to know as well. The next video is coming up very soon. And wait, after the next video, when I talk about the 7-year periods, I'm gonna talk about my second contact, which was huge. And I have a photograph that I'm gonna be showing to you. I haven't really shared the photograph on the internet yet, but I'm ready. And they say do it, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. If you guys say do it, I'm gonna do it. So thank you very much. Thank you for staying with me. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.